You're watching this video because you're planning to do your master's or PhD in the US. If you are planning for fall 2025, you are not too late. Remember that. Even though it's December or January when you're watching this, you are absolutely not late. There's a bunch of schools or bunch of universities. If I'm referring to universities as school, it's the same thing. There's a bunch of colleges which still have their deadlines up until April or May sometimes. And I will be talking about the whole process and what you need to do to apply to US colleges. Before we move on to the video, I do want to tell you that there's a program called Gradicle School of 100. I'm going to leave the link in description. If you need any assistance in applying to these US colleges for SOP, LOR, or for application fee waivers, you can sign up for that, and then somebody will reach out to you and a counselor will set up a call with you and they will help you with applications. It's a completely free program, so make sure you make the best use of it. Let's just get started. First, you need an English test. You need either TOEFL or IELTS or Duolingo test. These are the three which universities accept. Make sure you check the universities which you're planning to apply for and see what the requirements are. Some universities only take IELTS, some only takes TOEFL. Sometimes they take both, sometimes they take all. So take that exam and figure it out what you have to give. Your university might require a GRE or GMAT as well if you're planning for your MBA or if you're planning for your master's. A lot of universities have completely waived off GRE and GMAT requirements now, so you really don't have to worry about it. But in case there's a college which you really want to apply for and it does require GRE, then you'll have to prep for it and you have to take that exam. Third thing happens is your statement of purpose. Statement of purpose, I call it a love letter. You can call it whatever you want. Statement of purpose, personal statement, mission statement. It's basically a document saying a little bit more than your resume. Let's say your resume says that you have worked with XYZ, you work with a ABC company, a Facebook, a Google, and then you have also graduated from certain program. Your statement of purpose shows that, hey, why did you do all of these internships? Why did you go for the program you're going for? Why do you want to apply for a certain university you're planning to apply for? And which professor you like? That's why I call it a love letter. That's the only document which is a little bit more subjective, which you can send to the professors and explain that, hey, I had a failure during one of the courses and this is the reason why I had that. Letter of recommendations, even though it's supposed to be a professor's thing, even though it might be a manager thing, sometimes you have to write them and then your manager or your professor will just approve the draft and send it in. My recommendation is start early, reach out to your professors, tell them that, hey, I'm planning to apply for certain colleges. Can you help me with that? Can you help me with a letter of recommendation? Here is a draft. Remind them that this is what you did good when you were going through your course, and this is the courses you took with them, and these are the universities you are applying with. Statement of purpose and letter of recommendation takes a long time. I do have videos which I've made before. I'm going to leave that link in the description as well. Now comes the big part, right? Choosing universities. You've taken your exams and you're planning to choose which universities you want to apply for. This is the hardest part, especially now that you're already like past the 15 December deadline, because a lot of universities have deadline before 15 December or before end of the year. So if you still are planning to apply for fall 25, again, you can sign up for Gradicle School of 100, or you can choose universities which have deadlines on the later time of the year, in April, in February, in March, and apply to those schools. Choose those universities based on if the deadlines are available or not and how good that university is. You can go to QS University rankings, Times Higher Education rankings, a few ranking websites like these where you can go and select which university you should be applying for. There's a website, I'm not going to tell you the name right now, but I'm going to leave the link of that website in the description. That website will lay out everything for you. It will lay out which university has given admits on what GRE score, on what GPA. It really helps students to shortlist the universities, and there's a premium version of it. It's not expensive. If you want to apply to some universities, you can still choose to do that. Then comes getting admissions. After you have filled out the application, make sure you're filling out your application properly because they're $100 each. And if you're planning to do ambitious, moderate, and safe universities, that's like 8 to 10 universities you're applying to, and that is going to cost you some money. I want you to make sure that you are spending some time choosing these universities and applying mindfully. Make sure you're using some application fee waivers because they exist, and apply to these universities. After that, it's just visa and loan. I'll make more videos in the future months to talk about that. But for now, this will be a good baseline for you. I'm going to leave some link in description that will be helpful resources for you. Go watch that and understand what I'm talking about.